start this meeting with, don't forget, today is the day that dues are due, haha. So if you haven't already paid them, again, it's $10 for the entire year. So go ahead and pay them now, or you can PayPal them.
Okay.
To him.
All right.
You're throwing money at us?
Yes. There you go.
What's the PayPal address we should use?
Yeah.
All my stuff?
Just PayPal to you.
Yeah, well, it's, should be on Jack Sylvester Gmail, it should be on the PayPal stuff, that's for Brad. Okay.
I'll get it and I'll post it in the notes for you guys.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
I want to go over everybody who is eligible to vote. Yes.
People, whenever you do the PayPal, because it happened to me, it sucked. Make sure that you put it as friends and family, not goods and services, because you're making the person you PayPal pay a fee. And one year when I was the treasurer, I think I paid a fee of we had so many people do it, I think I paid $15 of my own money because of fees.
Alright, I'm going to go over everyone who is eligible to vote. Okay, we double check this, so if you have questions or you think this is wrong, let us know. This is according to our spreadsheet.
Communicate with me. I have the spreadsheet with all the attendance and everything on it. I went over it several times, double checking things. I'm not perfect, but there were, most of the people that aren't on this list were not close enough. Like, you might have to go to 10 more things to be eligible. The people that I went through and double checked were maybe 1 off or 2 off, and so I checked with them to make sure that I hadn't missed something. So this should be 99%, I'm positive that this is accurate.
To vote, Alex McKill, Abby Hickey, Cameron Gahn, Cassandra Sylvester, Chip, Dwayne, Jack Sylvester, Jeff Hickey, Karis, Misty Bowles, Richard Bowles, Richard Kephart, Ricky Blevins, Savannah, Shalina, myself, Wes Austin, Eric Hall. Woo! I timed that on purpose.
That's what you call timing, children.
Brad, Chad, Lori Vesperman, Brianna Gray, Brian Parks, Hal, Anita Miller-Banks, and Cliff Banks, Mary Varner, Caitlin Varner, Robin Gahn, or Hyatt Gahn, and then Corey Thomas. Okay. Out of those, so far, we have the people that can actually run for office is Alex McKill, Cameron Gahn, Dwayne, Jack Sylvester, Jeff Hickey, Misty Bowles, Richard Kephart, Ricky Blevins, Savannah, Shalina, myself, Wes Austin, Eric Hall, Brad, and Brian Parks. So out of those, the people that have been nominated and accepted the nomination are Jack Sylvester for president and Richard Bowles for president. Okay, so they will be on the ballot in February for people to vote for.
So which one of them is Donald Trump?
All of them.
Did you plan on building a wall? Or was that me?
It depends, which one are you gonna vote for?
I don't know.
Vote for Donald Trump?
No, we'll both come in wearing big fake wigs.
That's like a serious.
We'll do like Tea Party.
Yeah.
And then Ricky's running for PR again. I am running for secretary. Eric is running for vice president again, and Brian is running for treasurer so far. So if anybody on the list that I just mentioned wants to run for an office that hasn't already been nominated, let us know. We'll get it out there. Another more serious stuff. Yay.
Yeah. We'll still be taking nominations up till about a week before the next meeting.
Yes. A
So
week until.
You can nominate yourself if you want to. You can nominate someone else. But once you nominate someone, they have to accept it, and it has to be seconded by someone else that can vote also.
Also, before we're going to have somebody possibly, I will do it myself since I'm running for secretary. If you cannot make it to the February meeting and you are eligible to vote and you cannot be there, you can still vote by proxy by sending your vote to me privately. So if you want to vote and you know you can't be here or something happens and you can't show up, let me know your vote, okay? You can submit it Try to do it before the meeting starts, obviously. If you submit it, I'll know who you voted for. I will check, so, if you can't be here, let me know, okay? Bylaws, yay. So, all the officers have gone over some bylaw changes, and we have voted them into effect, so I want to just go over them with you, so you know what bylaws are taking place, and that, all the serious stuff. So, okay. We have made a change to section 3B to add that any access to any extra perks that the venue is willing to provide beyond benefits stemming from a day of event, day of and extra perks are only available to members who actively participate for the majority of the event where the perks are offered. And a member could lose privileges with multiple infractions. So, for example, if you are wanting to attend the movie for free, you need to participate for the majority of the event to get to see it for free. If you don't, we could ask you to leave or buy a ticket. Because, if you're gonna come in and get in costume for 30 minutes, for people that have been here for 5 hours or 4 or 5 hours, in costume, you see where there's a difference. So that's gonna be a change made. If you have any questions, anybody, questions? Anybody? Clarification? No? Okay. Section 8A. So far there are 5 things. We added 6, 7, 8, and 9. 6 must not be related to or in a relationship with another officer.
This all has to do with nominating and electing officers.
Right. 7 must not be an officer of another group that could be considered a conflict of interest with Chattooine or would prevent them from fulfilling their duties as an officer. 8 must not be an owner or manager of a business or venue that could be considered a conflict of interest with Chattooine or would prevent them from fulfilling their duties as an officer. Number 9, must not have previously vacated or been removed from the same officer position in the past. Okay, any questions?
So an officer can't name another officer, but a minion can vote with an officer.
Yeah.
Power play, all right.
Yeah.
Totally different topic. I don't want to know about you. You can keep that to yourself. And Brad, I don't want to know about you either. All right. With the vacated, how long does that hold for? So is it like you can't?
There's no
forever. Okay.
Yeah,
We didn't put a
just
timeline.
period.
If you left if you left, let's say you left the treasurer position, you can never be treasurer again because when you chose that position, you chose the responsibility of that position. And if you could not handle it once, why would the group think you could handle it?
Right, however, it's the same
Only the same
position.
position.
You can
So-
still run for the
You're
other.
running
Right.
for something else.
Secretary, treasurer, presidente, I don't know. But if you vacated
And I'm
an
sure
office.
it's case by case too. If-
Right.
If something like emergency happens, you
Right,
have to
obviously.
vacate that. And I'm sure it's something else.
Yeah, we all discussed it.
If you
and-
just say, like,
Didn't know.
Yeah,
then you're done.
We all discussed it, we didn't want it to be like, something that would be like the be-all, end-all, you can never participate like as an officer again, but we felt that there needed to be some sort of long-lasting, effect that if you shirked on your duties. Like, if I just stopped doing PR stuff and we didn't have events for half the year, I wouldn't expect to come back to that. But if it was an extenuating circumstance, the death of the family or something like that, then I could still come back and I could run for VP or something different that might not have the same burden of responsibilities that I previously had. Something that might be easier for me to handle,
that's all I got. So I'm gonna hand it over to this guy.
All right. What's happened since our last meeting? We had the Star Wars event. And that went extremely well. I'm really proud of everyone. And
I have kids now.
I'm really proud of how everyone did for it. Overall, The
Lando's
event
not
went
okay.
extremely smooth. We had more handlers than we normally have, and I think it worked out extremely well for us
Yeah.
because we were able to split the group up more, not all be concentrated in one place. We were able to cover more of the area here in the theater since it was more full. We wanted to have, people all over the place so that people that were waiting in line down the hall or something weren't going to be excluded from taking pictures and stuff. And it also allowed us to have more individual care for our costumers that were wearing helmets or masks and things like that where they weren't able to see or get around very easily. And I don't think we had any kinds of crazy incidents or anything like that, so thank you everyone, you guys did a great job. We got to be on TV a whole bunch of times, people got interviewed for the radio and did some radio remotes and everything. And overall, it was just really great for us. The theater loved us being here too. I think this is the first big event we've done at the theater where we didn't get griped at for blocking the doors. So, yay! We're in a fire hazard, guys. Which with, I don't know, how many people we say showed up? Maybe around 60, between 60 and 70 people total.
Yeah.
In costume, that doesn't include handlers, so. Yeah, that was.
I think it's close to about 90 people.
If you included handlers, yeah. So it was a great effort that everyone just came together and worked together for. So thank you so much to all of you. The only other thing that's happened since Star Wars, well, I take that back, we did have our Christmas party at the Honest Pint, and I don't know, it felt like maybe 1 million people showed up to that. we were packed in that room together, but that went really well. Everyone had a lot of fun. And and then the last thing that we did was just this past weekend, we had Superhero Day, and it was overcast and rainy and not a whole lot of people showed up, but we had a bunch of people that were there and walked around, looked at stuff at the zoo, took pictures with kids and stuff like that, and generally just had a good old time.
Chased peacocks.
We chased or got chased by peacocks, one of the two.
Sometimes both at the same time.
No one got a costume eaten or pieces of their costume eaten by the goats in the petting zoo this time, so that was good.
This time?
Yeah, we had an incident the last time we had people in the petting zoo where someone's glove, a finger from their glove got eaten or something. But you got to be careful with the goats.
I just remember it.
But,
It wasn't me though.
But it went extremely well. We had a blast, and now we're here today. The next event that we have booked, I think, is Deadpool. So we've got a little bit of prep time for that. And anyone that's going to Chattooine or Chattanooga, those are also coming up as well. So look forward to seeing you guys during this downtime where you're all making your costumes and stuff. We'll get to go to the cons together.
And if you haven't already gotten the room for
Deadpool.
Chattooine, you're SOL. We're sold out. But there are some people in the group that may like to share with you. So.
Yeah. You just
Did I say
said
Chattooine?
You
Oh
said
yeah,
Chattooine.
I meant that one. Sorry, Chattanooga, not Chattooine.
But that's all I've got for today.
Chattooine still has
I'm not going to be
about
long-winded like I usually am. Eric, Jack, you guys got anything you want to talk about?
So if you want to share with
If
Brad.
anyone wants to pay, I can just take your money.
Yes, if you have
Dues are what, next month?
Today.
Do today.
We'll take out to you.
Okay. Give you your dues. Yeah, I'll pay Pal in a little bit.
Somebody remind me to do that.
If you need to pay it.
Hey,
Since we have Facebook,
Oh, no, that's
I will totally forget, and I'll be like.
it does.
Eric, can you set up a PayPal for the Izzo account
Yeah.
tonight?
With
Yeah, there's-
our account and Bradley.
The account?
Well, I'll do
Yeah,
it.
that makes a lot of sense.
Or
actually.
tomorrow or
Yeah, I'll do
whatever.
it tomorrow because I don't have
Question for
the
you.
account numbers.
Did you
memorized.
register?
That means there's gonna be a new PayPal account for it.
But I have no idea.
Yeah, we
Might as
will,
well.
we'll create,
Why didn't we do that anyways?
Right?
we will create a PayPal.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Are you gonna make extensions since we're doing that?
Yeah, that'll be fine. Anyone that pays dues this week, we'll go ahead and give you credit for your meeting also.
If it's my
That way you'll have a meeting under your belt on your attendance. Is that all right with you guys?
That works for me.
Sure. Cool.
I just got voted in, see how that works?
I figure it should be retroactive for the year, if they do it within this week.
Oh, you mean to the beginning of the year? Yeah, we can do that, sure. You okay with that, Eric?
Yeah,
You good?
I'm good.
All right, anyone that pays dues by the end of this month, if you participated at the Superhero Day, you'll get credit for that event,
Yay,
and you will also get credit for today.
yay.
So if you pay your dues within the month, you get credit for at least, if you're
For this
here, you'll
day.
get credit for one attendance. You'll get 2 if you came to the zoo with us on Saturday also. Yes, sir.
Did we ever figure out about the presidential award for how to go forward with that?
I've got all the numbers for everyone. Jeff and I are gonna have to work together to figure out how to submit it and everything. But I do have the data, we just gotta figure out how to make it happen. But yeah, we're working on it though. Anyone else that was interested in the presidential award thing, let me know, and I will go through and tabulate up everything that you've done, how many hours it counts and everything, so that you can get your award. All right, does anyone else have anything to talk about? Officers? Anyone in the group have anything to talk about or any questions? I see, we'll let Tasha go first, then you.
I'll be really
All right.
fast.
Go.
It's not really a question, but the school that just opened off of Gunbarrel, well, my cousins go there, and my grandmother loves to talk about this group a lot. So she told me that one of the ladies in one of my cousin's classrooms wants to talk about getting together and having some people go down to the school. So,
Aw.
Have them go to our website, we have a submission form, and communicate with us that way, and
Whatever they want us for.
we'll figure it out.
You know.
Well then.
And you always have big announcements.
Yay! So, we're working on the library. Hello again, Megan, still in the library, didn't get a new job. But we're working on another partnership with Anime Blast, and so starting this month, we're gonna be hosting them, and they're gonna be hosting a movie that we're gonna be showing. So this month, we're doing Kamikaze Girls, and there will be movie theater popcorn on the big screen on the 4th floor. Next month, we're doing Princess Jellyfish. So this month, I'm super excited because we picked the January 23rd. It's a Saturday, so this being downtime, I set up one giant happy, fun, nerdy day for everybody. On top of Kamikaze Girls at 1 o'clock, starting at 12:30, if you're a World of Warcraft person, we're gonna have our first Hearthstone Fireside Gathering. So starting at 12:30 till 5:30, so all afternoon on the 4th floor. My buddy Laura's leading it. You can come and dip in and just nerd out over that, and she's gonna have her own snacks as well. But I'm gonna keep you guys updated with what kind of fun anime movies we have coming. Anime Blast folks are going to be leading tutorials for us too, free workshops on everything from foam to makeup to sewing to sequins. Yeah, should be a good couple months.
Awesome. Thank you, Megan. Anyone else? Comments, questions?
Yeah, you're gonna put the email for the PayPal in the notes, right?
Once Eric creates it, it's actually gonna be directly linked to the Chattooine bank account, so to make it a little bit easier on Jack as well. I will submit it as quick as we get it.
Yes, sir.
My mom meant to come today, but she wasn't feeling well, and it occurred to me that she wanted to pay the amount for the family, and
Sure.
she's wondering if she could pay that on top of what I've already paid, since I've
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be fine.
How much is it?
$20 for the parents and all minor children.
Okay.
Or I guess you and her and minor children would work, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have a sister and a brother, and so.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, my sister can for Star Wars, so.
Just drive me anyway, drive me along.
Yes. Just let me know, or you can PayPal or whatever, and I'll update it on the sheet.
I have my money on the bank this year.
Oh, cool. Just give it to Jack.
Hey.
Just make sure you promise us.
Hey guys, I'm Jack.
Hi, Jack.
I'm ready for president and treasurer.
fill the ball.
I don't like being. I don't want to fill the ball. I don't like being
To yourself.
And
What?
okay.
At least in public. Apparently I don't like people being handed to me.
All right.
It's like hands to my association.
Yeah, I don't like things being handed to me.
It's not gonna be touched.
Don't look him in the eye. Swallow your soul.
Sure. All right. Anyone else have anything to say? Does anyone want to nominate someone for an officer position?
or anyone wants to
Or
run?
nominate themselves, what?
I don't have a nomination or anything like that. I have a personal thing going on. I go to cosmetology school, and we're currently needing people to come in during Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 8 a.m. to like about 3, possibly about 2, preferably about 2. If you want the prices, I can actually message them to you later. Just shoot me a message and ask me for them. They're pretty reasonable prices, but we're all students. You have to sign a waiver, just so you know, in case we screw up. You have to sign a waiver, but we really do need people to come in and get their nails done, shampoo, facials, all that stuff.
I'll let you get my girls dig it.
So, yeah,
Ask her if they can make it work.
message me for the information. I will post some stuff on the Chattooine page.
Get my nails did.
If you didn't sign in, it's somewhere right here. Yeah, it's right here. If you didn't sign in, I think everybody did. Are we doing Mexican?
Sure.
Okay, we're going to Mexican Wings afterwards, by the way.
Yeah.
What about the place that's
Backyard burger.
The events have changed, so if you notice that people that you know like to come to events were not invited, they don't let us just invite all of Chattooine anymore. It only invites who you're friends with. So that's why Deadpool had like 40 people to it, because it was only the people Chip knew.
I
And I had
am
to
going through and
invite a
trying
bunch
to
of people.
personally invite as many people as I can,
So
and
whenever you see an event that you're super excited about, and you see that only a few people have been invited, just go through your friends and people that you know, just invite them. Everybody's allowed to
I do
invite,
make a point, this
except
was through the
for.
Chattooine page, this was not my personal account again.
No, I know,
Sorry,
but
I'm
we
being
just did one that's messed up and we can't fix it, so you have to ask Ricky to invite them. The Civil War one, that one's messed up and won't let anybody else invite, but I did notice that it's only inviting a few people, so if everybody can take responsibility of their friend group.
yeah. I'll continue posting my updates and putting links to the different events that we have coming up, so that you can see them there also, but just remind everyone if they haven't gotten an invite to some of our events that are coming up for the movies and whatnot, that, they might need to go in there and search for them themselves, or you'll have to invite them.
And I made Ricky promise not to bulk invite anymore.
Yes,
So you only get a few movies at a time,
Thank you.
because I don't like getting PMs.
7 beats notification.
Alright, I guess that's it. Is that it? Is that it?
That's all we got, folks.
Anyone else?
Okay, anybody got nominations, anything else they want to?
Deadpool trivia will be next month. What?
So everybody just, we just couldn't get Brad the prize.
Extra flights if you come in costume.
Just for fun.
Chad, just Chad?
Yeah.